Hi guys, welcome back to the channel. So today's video we are mowing down our second cut silage, as you can probably see there behind us. Second cut pit silage we'll call it, because we will be doing some second cut and some third cut bales later on. So yeah, just trying to get it mowed down. It's Saturday evening. It's actually quite dry. It's quite sunny all day and good drying. There is a chance of a risk of a passing shower at the minute, but we seem to have missed. There was a small few drops on the window in the previous field. We're in field number 2 here, and I thought now that it's come on there, it was going to look like the clouds had all closed in. It looked like we were going to have a lot of rain, but didn't materialise. It passed over. So yeah, we're getting it cut down nice and dry at the minute, which is what we want. We're cutting it a few days ahead of when we're going to lift it. So yeah, the plan is to get it mowed down now this evening, Saturday evening, and we're going to let it sit until Tuesday morning. So it's got all day Sunday, all day Monday, and we'll lift it down on Tuesday morning. The reason we're mowing it down, as I say, we want to get it cut down dry. Tomorrow, ideally, we probably would have cut it tomorrow or tomorrow afternoon, but it's showing showers all day tomorrow, so you're going to be mowing it down and it's wet. So we just thought it was better mow it down now a few hours earlier, nearly 24 hours earlier, get it mowed down dry and just let it sit. If the showers do materialise over Sunday and even into, there is to be some even on Monday, if it doesn't materialise that way, that there is some showers, it's not going to be the end of the world. It's only going to dampen a little bit on the top and it should dry off. So yeah, that's the idea. Whether it all works out that or not could be another thing. Yeah, I've got about another hour or so to do just to finish off this field and a small field at the bottom that's along with this. We've only got 20 acres of a second cut pit silage to put in, so it's the smallest pit silage second cut that we've put in quite a few years, and the reason for that is we're not going to need really any more than that. We've 20 acres of maize silage that we have grown, so we're going to have that. That's going to probably come in around 400 tonne, I suppose, or something close to that. And yeah, we're going to have plenty of silage with that as well, and it's going to be fed to the likes of beef cattle, and probably a small amount of it to the weanlings as well, along with the grass silage, and then the rest of the grass silage is only just for our suckler cows. So we're not going to need, probably we're not even going to need all the silage that we're going to have in it, but yeah, look, we'll have enough. And then in any case, we're going to be doing a second cut of bales on some of the hay ground, and even a third cut possibly in this field here. But yeah, we're making good headway. It's quite nice grass. It has, especially up the top here, it has shot out a bit, and some of the grass has gotten a little bit stemmy, but there is plenty of leaf through it as well. But yeah, it'll make nice stuff. For what we want, it'll be 100%. But yeah, just a matter now, just getting it all dropped down. And in the 6930, I like the 6930 for the mowing. I have used the 215 mowing quite a bit as well, especially last year, but this year I haven't used it on the mower so much. It's nearly all it's nearly all been the 6930, and I suppose the only reason for it is that the 6930 is just, it's not that it's any more manoeuvrable, it's not. I actually find when I'm driving it now, there's a better lock most of the time on the 215, and it can be a little bit more manoeuvrable, but I just like the 6930 on the mower. It's a bit like the 3650. I just like driving them on the mower. So yeah, that's why I'm using it, and that's why it's done basically all the mowing this year, the 6930. But yeah, we'll get this done. We'll leave it set then for a day or two, and on Monday we'll be getting ready, just getting everything hooked on, greasing everything up, and we'll have to strip the pit as well. So by Monday night we'll be ready to go on Tuesday morning. So alright, so we're all mowed down, done and dusted for now, and yeah, it's mowed down nice and dry, which is what we wanted. But yeah, we'll just have to leave it now for a day or two and see how much rain it does tomorrow, but hopefully it doesn't do too much. And yeah, should be nice stuff to put in on Tuesday morning. So yeah, mowing done. So Tuesday morning, and we've just landed in the field, ready to start lifting the silage. We had a lot of rain on Sunday afternoon. We had a lot of rain Monday afternoon, which wasn't really forecast. There was to be the odd shower, but it's rained a bit more than what I thought it would. But it dried up yesterday evening, some dry overnight, lovely sunny morning until about 10 minutes ago. So yeah. We'll make a start on lifting this anyway, and we'll see how it goes. Hopefully ground conditions isn't too greasy or slippy, and the grass hopefully isn't too wet as well, but we're going to know soon enough. So waiting on a trailer to come, which I can see here in the background, and we'll get a start made. Alright, so first 2 loads are filled and away, and I've just come out just to check what it's like. Ground conditions, I'm going to drop the camera. Ground conditions aren't too bad. A little bit greasy on top, especially you can notice it over there on these 2 little bits of hills, but the rest of the conditions aren't too bad. Now the grass is wet on top, but when you go way down, it's quite dry once you go down into it. So wet on top, dry down below, kind of how I expected it to be. But yeah, waiting on one more tractor and trailer to come. We have 3 guys carting or drawing away from us today, so just waiting on him to arrive, and yeah, once he arrives I shouldn't be waiting around very long, and we should hopefully get through this fairly quickly once we have no hiccups. Yeah, no issues with JF, it's working well enough. I'm not pushing it too hard, just with the grass being a bit on the damp side, but yeah, so far so good. We keep at it. Alright, so we're making good headway through field number 1. We've got, oh geez, I suppose 12 acres or just over 12 acres. And we've got a big hole in it. So a small bit of short ground here and a couple of runs around the headlands. So making good headway. It's 11:15 now, we started at 8 o'clock. So another hour should go well on this field. And then on to field number 2. So it has dried up a lot too, which is always a good thing. And yeah, another tractor has arrived. So we'll keep moving.
Alright, so field number 1 done and dusted at 11:30, and it's unbelievable what it's dried over the last bit, the last hour or so. So yeah, on to field number 2. Alright, so over in field number 2, and we are making good headway through this field. We've got the whole middle out of it, a couple of bits of short ground over along here, and 2 rounds around the headland, and one couple of bits of a row here up the middle of it. Yeah, lovely dry conditions. Surprised how dry it is over here, even for it's quite hilly, this field, and travelling on it is absolutely no problem at all, which is great. It has gotten a bit windier over the last 20 minutes or so, and it started to just get a wee bit overcast as well. It's just starting to look like they could get a shower of rain at some stage. So I'm just waiting for a trailer here to come to the field. We're after being stopped for tea, so yeah, we get going at it, and hopefully about an hour, if the rain will just hold off for about an hour till we get this all lifted, it'll be great. There is a small field down the bottom with like an acre and a half or 2 acres on it, and just get that lifted as well. But we're going well, we're making good headway. Yeah, so see the 6930 and the Smith trailer is coming now at the minute, so we'll start up the harvester and just get her ticking over. I just drove my Jeep on over, so I'll leave it there and come back over and collect it later on. But yeah, Robert will pull into place and we'll get moving and get this done. Alright, so we're just doing around the head ends of this field, and it has just started to spit rain. Very windy, as I said. You can see the grass is kind of blowing all around the place, but yeah, still making good headway. It hasn't done much rain, just a few drops on the window, so hopefully it'll just hold off until we get this field finished. So we are just finished. The rain held off, just a few spits that there was earlier on. The wind raised up and a few spits on the window, alright, but the sun came out then a few minutes later. So the small field down the bottom here is all lifted, and the big field then, or the bigger field, there's about 6 acres or 6.5 acres, 6 acres roughly in that, I think, about or something over 6 acres in that, and about 1.5 acres down the bottom. So all lifted, done and dusted, and we'll fly back to the yard now and just see how things is going on the pit. But it should be well under control. Quickly finished, it's only just 2:30, so we got through it fairly quickly. We had only got around 20 acres to lift, so it wasn't too bad at all. So yeah, should be able to get stuck into it now and get the pit covered as well, and hopefully an early finish for once. So we've a heavier shower rain just landing now as I'm driving home. It's a little bit like the hay and straw last week. We literally just had it baled and finished and it started to rain, so quite lucky. Just looking at the sky over here, it doesn't look that bad. It looks like it's going to brighten up again, so it's just a passing shower. So yeah, hopefully by the time we're ready to start to cover the pit, it'll have eased off and it'll be dry overhead. So yeah, we'll see. Alright, so silage all got finished, and we got the pit all tidied up, all covered, done and dusted, and a nice tidy job done on it. Great help for putting in for covering the pit this year. We had a big team, which is always great. It's the one job of the year that you need a bit of help at. That and putting in the square bales. If you have a bit of help for them two jobs, everything else, you know, you'll get it done. But myself and Dad, my brother Ben was also on the team. Peter, my cousin, who helps a lot around the yard, he was also on the team. We had our friend Matt, he was on the team as well, he always helps with the covering of the pits for going back 20 years. And we also had my brother-in-laws, Alex and Auntie, he was here as well. And yeah, done a great job, and we got it covered pretty quickly. But yeah, nice job, looks well, good clamp of stuff in it. It's well full up. Like I would think there's more in it than last year. We're out further and it's probably up a bit higher. So yeah, a little bit more in it than last year, even though there's actually less. So yeah, a bit of effort running out of it. See it here at the front, which I expected, because there was a bit more moisture in it than with the rain and that, than probably would have liked. But overall it dried out well, as I've said already. There was quite a bit of moisture coming in initially, but by half 10, 11 o'clock, the pickup reel was dry. So yeah, it had dried up well. But we'll have a bit of effort for the next days running out of it. It's all running across the front, getting into the pipe that runs the length of the pit, into another pipe, a 4-inch pipe that goes on the ground and feeds into the cow shed here beside us, which is, so it's less than a third full. There's a bit of slurry in it, so it can fill that up. If it filled it up, all the better, because we have 2 tanks there that needs emptying, which that'll be going on later in the week. And if it fills it up by 2 or 3 foot, 4 foot, we can pump the water across into them other tanks and mix them. So yeah, don't mind a bit of effluent whatsoever. But yeah, it'll settle down in the next week or so. It'll not run that much. But yeah, great to have it in, done and dusted, and it's another job done with. That's the end of the pit silage, grass pit silage. We'll have maize silage later in the year, so that'll be something different, and looking forward to that as well. Yeah, slurry now later in the week, that's the next thing. Want to try and get, we've 2 tanks here still full in the yard. The rest are pretty much on the control, there's not much in them, so we'll be working with that and getting some slurry out on some of the ground, both on grazing ground, for the one last push to try and have another bit of grass on that, and also then on some of the silage ground that we've just cut. We're going to slurry it and put a wee bit of fertiliser on it again and push it, and we'll try and get another cut of bales of it, maybe sometime towards the end of September or something like that. So yeah, so that's kind of what will be happening over the coming days. So hope you enjoyed the silage video. Just took you along on video bits and pieces along the way of what was happening and how it went. All went well, which is what you want. Even the 3420 here was flawless. No hiccups, no nothing with it. It's a great machine putting up the silage. The joules wear on it, leaves it very steady on the pit, and it's the one machine where I really do wish that John Deere hadn't stopped making them, because I'd love to have seen where they would have took them. I'd love to have seen what the 3430 would have looked like. I'd love to have seen whatever the R series would have been, maybe a 3R series. Could have been a 3R series telehandler or something like that. I'd love to have seen where they would have went and what they would have done with them, because they were just a great machine. And it's going to be hard to replace. At some stage in the next few years, I would like to, I'm not going to say replace it, because I don't think I'll ever get rid of it. I think I'll hold on to it, but at some stage I would like to get a fresher telehandler, and we'll say run it alongside it. I think I'll hold on to this one, tidy it all up, paint it up, have it all nice and clean, and just use it on different jobs around the yard, and have the fresher machine for the heavy work. So yeah, and this can stand in when it breaks down. This one here can stand in and do the work. But yeah, that's it for today's video. Hope you enjoyed it. Don't forget, if you haven't already subscribed to the channel, hit the sub button, leave a like in the video, comment down below if you have any questions. See you in the next one. I think we'll be at Slurry in the next one, so see you then.